Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure to be here, and I'm still fascinated about this conference, how many people actually came here, how many people actually stayed here at the last afternoon of this conference. And of course, it's always the most difficult part for every speaker to speak after the lunch, to still keep your attention. And I think my previous speaker has done such a terrific job to keep you awake that I can only thank him. DGNI is part of an initiative which is called DSE, and it is a consortium out of 14 different companies from Europe who started about 2 years ago to think about how can we localize production in the southern region of Africa. As you all know, and as the CEO of TESS pointed out this morning, the bottleneck is the equipment. Where do we actually get these massive equipment, this amount of panels, the amount of electrolyzer? And this was a question we started about 3 years ago already to think about how can we build up capacity in order to fulfill the developments here in the region and to make green hydrogen actually happen. Because it's always nice to say, oh, I need 280 gigawatt of electrolyzer capacity. Where do you want to get the equipment from? When we look at the production capacity of the electrolyzer manufacturers today, we can be happy if we can install 1 or 2 gigawatt per year. And this is certainly not enough when we look at all the projects which we presented this morning globally. So that was the key initiative and the key question when we started 3 years ago. First of all, how we can build these new electrolyzer, how can we do it faster, how can we do it more efficient, and how can we fulfill the request from our customers to produce hydrogen at 1.6, 1.5 US dollar per kilo. In order to do so, we developed an overall localization plan, which you can see here. Our plan is to localize from the PV panel to the electrolyzer, to the wind generator, to the concentrated power, solar power, but also to develop own CO2 capturing systems here in order to take additional CO2 out of the air. And we developed this step by step with all our partners, and also in combination with our partners and their current facilities, we came up with this localization plan that we are planning to set up a large-scale PV production in Namibia over the entire value chain. We are planning to build a stack plant, or our partner plans to build a stack plant, most likely in Johannesburg, at the assembly then in Botswana. And we will definitely build a blade plant and also desalination technology plant in the southern part of South Africa. So that over the entire region, we will have plants delivering equipment for the green hydrogen revolution. What is our goal? When we look today at installed cost per kilowatt peak, we're looking at beyond $1,000. And you cannot produce green hydrogen efficient and cost effective with this kind of cost when you import your panels from Asia, in particular China. Also, the current panels have an efficiency of about 21 to 22%, which is already good, but it can be done much better. And at the moment, nobody has a localization on the continent, on the entire African continent. There's no localization of the entire value chain. So that will be really the first fully integrated plant on the African continent. It will be here in Namibia, and our goal is to localize 100%. That means not only that we are building the modules, but we will go through the entire process, meaning that we will start with the mining, we will from the silica we go to polysilicon, and just for your understanding, this polysilicon plant we are planning to build here will be the 6th largest in the world, and the 5 other plants are all in China. China has at the moment almost a 90% monopoly on polysilicon. And we will be able to reduce the cost compared to imported polysilicon from $39 down to $8.5 when we produce it here in Namibia. And that will enable Africa. And this will enable Africa to produce the energy it needs. It will be an efficient way, it will be a sustainable way, and it will be an affordable way, to produce PV panels here for the continent, for Namibia. Okay, then I hurry up. At the same time, we are introducing our new direct steam generators. That means we are building panels where we capture the heat, the thermal energy from the sun, and creating steam above 500 degrees Celsius. With this, we would be able to replace the entire coal from the current coal-fired power plant in Namibia. We could provide the steam which is currently produced with coal literally in a second, and make the coal-fired power plant a 24/7 power plant with green energy, and can still use that energy later on, the thermal energy, for other processes like desalination. So that would be, for example, one of our proposals to make Namibia's grid green, because that will benefit everybody here in Namibia, including all the green hydrogen producers, if we have as a backup a green grid. Coming to our electrolysis initiative, as I said, we started very early on together with Bosch to develop an electrolysis system, which is, from a production point of view, really an innovation. So at the moment, when you look at all our competitors, the stacks, for example, are produced all manually. You can go to every manufacturer worldwide, they're produced manually. And we were able to configure the stack in a way that we can produce it fully automated with a high speed. That means when other companies are able to produce a few hundred stacks per year, we will be able to produce in Southern Africa most likely somewhere in the range from 90,000 to, in the latest stage, then to 450,000 stacks per year. And that will make the difference. The difference is a fully automated system, with higher quality than when you make it manually, and with a much higher efficiency. And this technology is audited and certified then from Munich Re. That means we not only produce high quality, but the performance of the technology, and this is also for our PV panels, is guaranteed by Munich Re, one of the worldwide largest reinsurance companies. That means when you want to finance our equipment, all the technical risk is we have a de-risking by Munich Re who guarantees for the performance, which makes it, again, more easy to finance.
1 minute left.
Okay. So that's why, we ask everybody, and we want to motivate you, go to Namibia. We will make sure that you will be able to produce green hydrogen below $2 a kilo, and that's starting from 2025.